Hello, cuckolds. Today we're going to be talking about a good old-fashioned success story on YouTube. We don't get too many of those, so get a little excited, get your butts a little clenched up, you know, get ready because we're about to goat see some fun into you, right? A little bit of stretch, if you will, right? Now, ladies and gentlemen, YouTube likes to remove channels here and there, and while we've had a lot of high-profile removals like Leafy, which people have said I agree with, oh, I don't. YouTube has a right to remove channels at their discretion. It's kind of their website. If you argue that it's free speech, I hate to tell you, but we live in a world where private corporations, we live in a world of Cyberpunk 2077 already. So if you're wondering about what's fair is fair, understand that first. Now, I may not agree with certain terminations or whatever. I actually don't like the idea of deplatforming. The only time I'm ever okay with deplatforming is when creators actually bring harm to not only themselves, but other individuals out there. I wouldn't be against YouTube deplatforming individuals like Nico Kato Avocado because he definitely does promote a level of unhealthy human consumption. That's a whole video I'm working on right there because it is unfortunately depressing as heck. But YouTube has actually removed a channel called Lion Maker, which if you've been in the gaming circle a long time as me, you know that this is one of those problematic Minecraft channels that basically made content like Minecraft, Xbox, Hide and Seek, where they basically emulated games for children on the platform. Now, Lion Maker got so much crap. He actually got so much notoriety that he's part of news stories where people talked about how a popular Minecraft YouTube star lured an underage fan into a sexual relationship. Lion Maker a few days ago received an actual post where he said, "We'd like to inform you that we've received a complaint against your YouTube account, Lion Maker. Upon review, we've determined that activity in your account violates our terms of service. As a result, we've terminated your account." Now, he posted this, and I like to think that it's a little bit more than this or whatever it is, but his account's gone. Like, you cannot find Lion Maker anymore on YouTube. I don't know why it's got 469 likes. Like, I feel like people just like shit even if it's depressing or like negative as all hell. Anyways, though, he was removed from the platform 100%. And this is something that most people are completely okay with. Like, I feel like if you're not okay with, you're probably like a fucking groomer yourself, because this is kind of the thing that he was pretty much exposed out for. Like, you got family, you've got parents involved. I mean, the girl was as young as 12 at the time of this criminal thing happening. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is one of those things YouTube stepped in and said, oh shit, after millions of reports and so much notoriety, maybe we should actually remove it, which I'm completely okay with. If somebody's harming someone on the platform, I'm totally fine with that, okay? As far as I've ever been able to tolerate YouTube is when they like demonetize channels or like, you know, sort of strike them or like demonetize for a month or something like that. You know, in the case of individuals like J Station, for instance, who did his whole girlfriend routine, and he was punished very severely by YouTube. Maybe he'll come back. We'll probably look at that rabbit hole again one day later. Who knows? But that's one thing that YouTube actually did. The other great thing YouTube did was actually bring fire to a channel known as Pollution Entertainment. Now, if you don't know what Pollution Entertainment is, Pollution Entertainment was a channel that pretty much was like the Jesus Christ of cat abusers on the internet. In fact, he was so popular that he himself, his popularity and notoriety on the platform pretty much spawned a wave of animal abusers on this site and other sites out there. Way back in the day, I covered not back in the day, 5 months ago, I covered a story about a TikTok cat killer who most likely was popularized from this situation. It was a giant story, and literally a couple weeks ago, the police came in and arrested that same cat killer I talked about. And a lot of the effort came from the investigation discords and the law enforcement that were involved on that situation as the awareness was raised. Now, Pollution Entertainment pretty much abused his cats. I mean, there's literal footage floating out on the internet that was uploaded to YouTube where he was basically abusing his animals. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to put it out like that. This was actually talked about over a year ago, where channels like Scare Theater, good friends of mine, covered it, and YouTube just let it go on. It was whatever. YouTube didn't care. Charlie talked about it literally a month ago, and YouTube was like, maybe we might touch it, maybe we won't. But this was a man that literally fucking abused animals, got away with it, and had a fucking platform for the longest time. It's to the point where like other copycats, like Angela Alvarez, who was like one of these accounts that was uploading to Instagram, pretty much also abused animals. Like, this is apparently a screen grab. Can't even speak. This is apparently like a screen grab where fucking you have a cat with like an actual knife put up to it. Now, I didn't show you the video of it, but this was like, they literally kicked the cat onto its side, and whatever happens afterwards, I'm not bothering to check at this point anyways. This is just investigation that's already been uploaded to YouTube, by the way, where they covered this shit, where they talked about it. Now, of course, this account was also removed by YouTube thank fucking Lord, YouTube has finally decided that no, we're not going to allow cat killers and animal abusers on the platform. Somehow that's just not okay, and YouTube finally realized that it wasn't okay. So again, congratulations, YouTube. You fucking did it, boyos. You fucking did it. Good job. Now, I feel like a lot of this has to come with, like, the new YouTube guidelines that have sort of kicked in. Like, please take these rules seriously. Oh, yeah, what rules? Let's see. If a YouTube creator's on and or off platform, that's a fucking important one, behavior harms our users, community, employees, or ecosystem, yeah, I'm sure when cat killers are pretty much exposed in the mainstream media, YouTube's like, probably not the smartest thing to do or have on the platform. We may respond based on a number of factors, including but not limited to the egregiousness of their actions and whether a pattern of harmful behavior exists. Yes, cat killers will strike again. They don't stop at one cat, they go for all them pussies. Our response will range from suspending a creator's privileges to account termination. Of course, they went to the extreme end. Now, this was pretty much enforced a couple weeks back when it came to, like, creators and influencers who were basically partying during a pandemic. I know, really stupid thing to do, but it happened. You know, it was one of those things, and YouTube was like, that's something we don't want to push. And they were basically demonetizing users. In the case of actual cat abusers, they were like, yeah, maybe we should just, like, fucking, you know, yeet them off the platform. Maybe that's a smart play to make. Now, I wonder what's going to happen to this individual, given the fact that YouTube's off-platform behavior rule seems to actually be enforced. Now, I'm not a fan of YouTube being like a mom and dad of the internet, but again, I'm completely okay with channel terminations and cancellations when it comes to people who are actually proven to harm other people and individuals and animals or whatever. I feel like if you're hurting yourself or the people around you, you don't deserve a platform. If you say things that people don't agree with, or if your jokes are a little too off color for somebody's liking, you're totally okay on the platform. I don't care. Everyone's sense of the worldview and humor is completely different and subjective. I don't think anybody should be canceled for that. It's a little too fucking much. If you're harassing somebody maliciously, yeah, maybe you shouldn't fucking do that if you want to keep a platform. But if you're hurting people like these three people have been proven and exposed of doing, then yeah, I think YouTube has a fucking moral right. I think YouTube has the absolute God-given right to remove you off the fucking platform. And 100% I'm going to be on their side when they fucking do it. Ladies and gentlemen, to give YouTube credit for actually taking part and actually understanding, because literally a couple days ago, I talked about how YouTube pretty much dicked my friend Max in his video, and sure, Max can probably re-edit his video and upload it and YouTube won't have an issue. YouTube has a very washy way of how it enforces certain rules and when it doesn't, but I gotta give this website credit. YouTube is very fucking slow when it comes to enforcing itself, when it comes to actually looking into problematic shit on the website. And again, until it makes mainstream news, because you can't say the YouTube community doesn't fucking police itself. Oh, we police ourselves to no fucking end. But it's YouTube doesn't listen to the creator. YouTube doesn't listen to what's on its platform. The moment it makes mainstream attention is the moment YouTube says, okay, we got to start listening. And I guess, look, it's better than nothing, okay? YouTube finally decided to get rid of a fucking cat killer that spawned an entire economy of animal abuse on the website. YouTube got rid of somebody that at one point was completely exposed for grooming minors. And YouTube, maybe they might deal with this mini-lat situation. I'm not sure. I don't really even care so much going forward into it. I'm sure the people that are really on his ass about it are probably going to cover it to the day's end. But that being said, though, YouTube is a much more different place, and YouTube is actually learning. And I'm totally fucking okay with YouTube actually changing in a way to allow better enforcement and actually help police the creators on this website when they come to actually be exposed to harming themselves and the people around them. Ladies and gentlemen, this is me, Mutahar, and if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it. I am out.